This is React 30-day challenge, and we are working on adding interactivity. So we are done with describing UI. When I say describing UI, we know how to create a static UI basically. If we have a value, we can show them, create a component, can use props. Now we will be working how the handle user interaction when user do something to your application, how to change our state, how to show new stuff, add events. Let's get started. Adding interactivity. Some things on the screen update in the response to user input. For example, clicking an image gallery switches the active image in React. Data changes over time called state. Okay, let's get started. Keeping components pure. Okay, let's add one, two, toggle bar. Okay. So our first thing first, in React, data that changes over time is called state. So what is a state? The data or the variable which keeps the data that changes over time based on user activity. You can add state to any component, update it as it needed. In this chapter, you will learn how to write components that handle interaction, update their state, and display different output over time. Awesome. In this chapter, we will learn how to handle user initiated event, how to make component remember information with state, how React update the UI in two phases, why state doesn't update right after you change it, how to do multiple state update, how to update an object in a state, how to update an array in a state. So basically what you're doing is becoming a more seasoned and more efficient React developer. Let's get started. Responding to an event. React lets you add event handler to your JSX. Event handler are your own function that is triggered in response to user interaction, like clicking, hovering, and input, so on. So what is an event handler? Basically, event handler are the function which you write to handle the user interactivity, like they have mentioned, clicking, hovering, or form input. So I'm gonna copy this. Gonna add this here. Built-in component like button only supports built-in browser events on click. Okay, so button can support only on click. However, you can also create your own components and give their event handler props as any application specific name you like. Okay, so if you're using an inbuilt browser component like button, then you have to give on click, which is an inbuilt browser event. But if you create your own component, you can give the name of your event handler whatever you want. So let's see an example. So I'm gonna just do this. So we have an our app function. It has a component called toolbar, and this is on play movie is an event handler, and it alerts playing on upload image. You can alert uploading. And this is toolbar, so this is where they are accepting their event handlers. And since button is our browser default component, on click is there as a browser default event handler, so button will have on click. And then you can go to button, again button is on click, it has on click. So let's see. So basically what they have done, they have separated the code in three components. The main component is app.js. Second component is toolbar. Toolbar has another button components which will work on event handler, and the button component has a button tag which on click will do something. So if you click on this, it will show playing. If you okay, upload image, it shows uploading. Ready to learn this topic. Read responding to events to learn how to add events handler. So this is what the introduction of adding interactivity was. The next we will be learning responding to events.